Now, with the recent revelation at SDCC about the up-and-coming Steven Universe movie, there have been a billion and one things buzzing around about this movie, including who the villain is, will the story be canon or not, and what exactly is going to be featured in this feature-length Steven Universe episode. And today on One True Theory, I believe I have the answer to all three of these questions after having thought about it for a good long time.
Get ready!
Welcome back, everybody, to a very special episode of One True Theory, where I have dissected the Steven Universe movie trailer for all it's worth. Which isn't much, considering it's like 15 seconds long, and it just features a red-shaped heart gem spinning in place with shadows over it. But with that tiny bit of information, along with some basic framing from what's currently happening in the series, I think I have a winner of a theory for this channel. Now, normally on this channel, I feel an awful lot like Paprasha, as opposed to Sapphire, but I think today will be one of those rare instances where I'm one of the earliest people to tackle this topic in all of its aspects. Or if nothing else, come with a clean, coherent way in which all of these aspects can come together for a much more complete theory than maybe some you've seen prior. So to start out, I'm going to answer the most pressing question about this movie first, because the answer to that question defines the rest of the theory. Will the Steven Universe movie be canon? And the answer to that is a big fat yes. There are very few instances where something created by the Crewniverse isn't considered canon. The shorts are all considered canon, and the crew has even gone out of their way to canonize some off-the-cuff panel answers into the show, such as Greg playing tennis with Garnet on the weekends. Granted, this could have been a facetious bit of foreshadowing on their part, but either way, regardless, almost everything the Crewniverse has put some part of themselves in with regards to Steven Universe is canon. Even the comics are second level canon, which means they are only irrelevant story-wise if contradicted by the show. But this has happened very rarely. This is important to note because I don't think the Crewniverse would devote time into storyboarding, writing, voicing, and animating a full-length movie just for it all to be tossed out as non-canon like it was an Uncle Grandpa crossover episode or something. This is a group of people who really care for their work and don't want to see it discarded, which then gets us to the next bit of information. So if this movie is going to be canon, then what will happen and what will it be about? All simple answers, I can assure you. I believe this movie will take place immediately after the events that take place when Steven returns from Homeworld and escapes from the planet. Again, Steven will get back with Connie and hopefully all of the OG crystal gems, though Garnet's line delivery has us all worried.
Garnet, should I be worried?
Steven will be fine.
And this theory is further supported by the fact that The Legs from Here to Homeworld is the penultimate episode of Season 5, which means the Season 5 finale will be escaping Homeworld and getting back to Earth most likely. And this will probably go hand in hand with the discovery that Bismuth has done some weird things to the house, and that my favorite blue and green gems are back in action. So then we get to the actual plot of the movie, which will open up a few days, if not mere moments after the ending of Season 5, where Steven is readjusting to everything he has just learned and seen and all of this other good stuff. All of this is well and good, only up until the point he is interrupted by the sudden thought of wondering where Lars and the Off-Colors are. The last time we saw Lars and the Off-Colors, they fixed their ship and are now able to fly at seemingly light speed, and since they defeated Emerald, they should have no qualms about trying to get back to Earth safely. What if this wasn't entirely the case? Lars and the Off-Colors mentioned at the end of their episode needing some materials for the ship and that they were going to raid a Gempire facility for it. So what if that didn't go as smoothly as they wanted it to, and instead they were captured by the mysterious gem that we see in the movie trailer? So being worried that he hasn't heard from Lars or the Off-Colors in a while, or they haven't arrived on Earth despite having a fully functional ship, Steven goes through Lion's Mane to get to Lars and discover that he's being held prisoner on a homeworld ship run by this mysterious gem. This would make the Steven Universe movie now about Steven helping Lars and the Off-Colors escape from this mysterious gem captor and getting them back to Earth safely. And all in all, I believe this to be the perfect set piece for a feature-length Steven Universe episode. You can have awesome gem battles, you can have awesome space battles, you can have a compelling narrative with all of these characters. And to be quite honest, if they put this in theaters like they did for the Teen Titans Go movie, I would watch it multiple times in the same day. Not gonna lie. With all of that, I believe I have your attention now. with not only a good, sound argument for this movie's canonicity, but also its plot. So now it's time we reveal who the villain is and what her name is going to be. Drum roll, please. And the villain of the Steven Universe movie, the one we see in the trailer, is going to be Red Barrel. Now, I'm not going to presume to be the first person to make this Red Barrel assertion, but I think I can give it an extra layer of flavor thanks to what I've discussed previously. I think this movie's villain will be Red Barrel because Red Barrel has another popular name in our universe. Does anyone want to guess what it is? If anyone guessed Red Emerald, you must be a geologist because that is very correct. I believe Red Barrel will be this movie's villain because just like how the majority of Diamonds shared a sort of sisterly bond, I believe our movie's villain, Red Barrel, shares a similar bond with the main adversary of Lars of the Stars, Emerald. After suffering another humiliating defeat at the hands of Lars in the Off-Colors, I believe Emerald will beseech her sister, quote-unquote, for help in dealing with these pests. Working together, the two will have captured Lars and will be bringing him back to Homeworld before Steven, and possibly the rest of the gems, come in to throw a wrench into that plan. A feature-length movie wrench into that plan. But those are just my thoughts. So thank you for watching, and see you later. And as always, remember everybody, every video is a party, and you're all invited to the next one. Thank you everybody for watching another wonderful episode of One True Theory. What did you think about what I had to say today about the Steven Universe movie? Do you think I pretty much got it nailed down packed, or do you have your own thoughts or feelings about it? Put those down in the comments below and, let's talk about it. Anyway, check out some of the other amazing content here on the channel. I just recently did a game review for Dead Rising 4, and if you're interested in, maybe listening to another theory video, but about a different cartoon, check out my How Strong is Marco Diaz video. It's a video I'm really proud of. Anyway, see you next time, everybody.